Alright, it's June 11th today, and just gonna get an update on the cactus that I have, and I actually have acquired quite a few new species. This is my latest moon cactus, and I got this guy off of eBay, and one thing that's so impressive is this guy has like 20, maybe even 30 pups. So, and another thing about these guys is, it looks like if I actually take them off, they actually have plenty of green on them, so if I actually plug them into a light medium, it looks like a type of cactus that will actually take root and produce. So I'll probably put these guys, I'll probably put a lot of them underneath a humidity dome, but this thing is impressive. I mean, let me compare it to my other Christmas cactus. And it's actually pretty close in size to them for the mother plant, but the pups is what's amazing. I mean, these pups are huge. Like, I could probably take the pups off of my red and yellow one, but it's still a little bit tough to get them onto a periskiopsis. And here's my purple one, but yeah, this is by far the best one I've ever gotten for moon cactus. So if you find it on eBay, probably takes a little bit of time to ship over. It took maybe about 3 weeks. But it's definitely in good shape. It's firm to the touch, so it's not soft at all. Yeah, it's definitely, the seller is definitely going to get some good feedback. And moving back on to some of my spiralis cactus. This is cereberus, forbesii spiralis. And yeah, I've actually taken some propagations of these, but before I get to it, I might as well measure out some of these guys. And this guy right here, it was actually just under 6 inches a few weeks ago, maybe about, let's see, like 4 weeks ago or so. Yeah, it was just under 6 inches. And let's see what it is after about 4 weeks. And as you see, it's definitely over 7 inches. Might even be 7.5. So yeah, in 4 weeks, they definitely grow over an inch. It's pretty impressive. I wonder how tall this guy is. I haven't measured him. This is my tallest one. And this guy was 10.25. So let's see. Okay. Well, based on what I see, it's actually, it looks like it's definitely still under 1 foot, but it's getting close to a foot. It's probably like 11.75. It's getting really close to a foot, and I measured it in the same exact spot last time. So based on what this is telling me is that these guys grow about 1.5 inches every 4 weeks. That's crazy. The one reason why I say this is crazy is because actually 2 months ago I measured these saguaros, and these were maybe 2 or 3 months ago. These guys were 8 inches and probably about 8.5 inches respectively, but let's see how they are today. And yeah, it's barely over 8 inches. It's definitely under the 9 inch, so at best it's 8.5. And this guy was close to 9 inches before. This is the saguaro. And yeah, it looks like it's a little over 9 inches, but not by a lot. So what I think the reason is because these guys have so much mass and so many needles, and it just takes them forever to grow, while these spiralis cactus grow like crazy. And to get to some of these divisions, it seems like if they're actually dried up and dormant, they're going to root a lot easier than if they're actually actively growing for a little bit. Because, for example, this guy, I actually took a few off, and I've actually, there are pups on it, but I took its biggest pup, and I actually attached the periskiopsis, which is right here. I attached another one to it too, and I actually have these out. I actually have them in a shadier spot to heal because they've only been out for about a week or so, but I'll put it right back right after this video. But as you see, even though I took off the biggest one, there are other pups that are forming, and it seems like after taking off the biggest one, the other ones are getting more energy. And when I took it off, it was actually a little smaller than this one. This is one which has 2 main pups, and I'll probably leave them alone. This is the second to bottom section. And this section right here, it's definitely rooted because I looked at it a couple days ago. And then here's the top section, which is actually grown from the top. It didn't have those yellow needles showing up about a week ago, and now it does. And when I saw it, last time I saw it, I had a video which showed it having like 6-7 roots or something. Right now it should be well rooted in this pot because it's definitely growing out of the middle, and it's definitely showing change because you can kind of see the lighter coloration from the top, which means it's definitely growing already. But for example, this one was actually done before, and I took one pup off this guy, and it only had one pup, but I actually don't see too much more pup formation after a week. But it should be happening because I see some like needle formation or something. But yeah, some plants just don't grow as fast. And even this top, like, this is oddly not rooting, and it's been quite a few weeks already. Well, the other plant has like every single piece rooting, so yeah, makes a big difference for what cactus you have. Yeah, periskiopsis. I might have a successful moon cactus on top of here. Let's leave it alone, probably take off those tops, and hopefully have them grow. But I'll probably let them grow a little longer before I take those off. I'll make sure they survive, and I can get some more periskiopsis, which here are the rest of my periskiopsis. It's all growing pretty well. I tried taking a pup off of this and putting onto a periskiopsis, but it didn't work too well. Got some candle cactus, or cattail, whatever that is. And here are the rest of my seedling seedlings. And also, last video, I did take cuttings off of my golden seedling, golden barrel, and my seedling, and absolutely nothing has happened on any of these guys, not even the tops. Like, I'm shaking it, it definitely doesn't have any roots at all on anything. So they're not as good or fast growers as the spiralis. And this is amazing. It's super dark green, and it definitely seems like it's even gained slightly in diameter, especially at the top for both of these guys. So yeah, the spiralis is a fast grower. And here's some of my roadkill cacti. Every so often I have them rot from the bottom, but that's just what it is. Unless it actually has corks, you know, like this corking formation at the bottom, these guys are pretty prone to rot, especially if they look like this. But I'm just playing around and growing more cacti. But I'm always getting more divisions anyway, so I don't really care. But about a week, maybe 10 days ago, I also got some more of these cacti. I got the Bolivian torch cactus, which looks like it's probably rooted and growing right now. Got the tops, which definitely look like they're showing new growth already, which means it's a fast growing cactus. And it looks like all these guys, all these pieces look like they're pretty firm. And this is the San Pedro cactus. Was it Trico Serious Pacino or something? And after 10 days, you can see where it actually had like the black spots. It actually rotted right at the tip, but right now it definitely has a lot of new growth, basically on all of them. Which means this guy, the San Pedro, is a really fast growing cactus, just like this. When you see in 10 days that it makes that much growth, that means it's going to grow quickly and it can be a good rootstock. And yeah, I have a pretty decent collection going, but my other cactus, what's this called? Oh, what was it? Yeah, I really forgot. It's the apple cactus. I know these two are rooted, but still not seeing any new growth on it, so I'm guessing once it happens, it's gonna be a little bit faster, but still haven't seen anything happen quite on it yet. And last of all is my euphorbia. Got these guys, which I popped in a week ago, and they're still doing fine. I just wanted to see how they do. And that's my entire cactus collection so far.